Hey everyone, Dennis K here and
Stephanie.
all right, so we're coming to you live today, guys. The question that's come in from viewers is, how do I keep the dream alive? Because some of our viewers, they're planning to move to Belize, but it's going to take them a while to get down there. Why? Because maybe they have another 5 or 10 years to work before they get to retirement, or maybe they're younger and they have family obligations. So they have this dream, but the dream is a little bit a ways out. So how do they keep the dream alive? So how would you answer that, Steph?
I see this in a lot of people. Sometimes they've already purchased a piece of property or they have a mortgage on a piece of property and every month they're paying for it, but they're not able to be down there and using it. And so they're kind of thinking, what am I doing? Why am I, they need a focus for their goal. And I was thinking about that because there are just so many really cool things that all of our friends and family have done because they would come and visit us in Belize and they would buy the most beautiful pieces of artwork from the Belizean artisans. Your parents have a ton of the hardwood, Zaracote, and I think your parents have like an awesome sailboat and they have all sorts of animals and stuff and they keep it in their living room. So for them, it was to remind them of us and coming to see us, and it was like, their little getaway. But when you own a piece of property, I would highly recommend getting a piece of Belize. Maybe there's some amazing artists on island that you can find and they could create something for you, or you can even go to their galleries and look and find something you like. You can roll them up and then have them stretched and put on your wall when you get home. Then every day when you're typing, when you're having one of those long Mondays, and you just look up and you see, okay, this is what I'm working for. I'm continuing to work. I'm continuing to stay here. I'm continuing to put one foot in front of the other because I have a goal at the end, and my goal is beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. So here's some other ideas you can do. Like Steph said, many of you have already purchased property in Belize. So you have your land. Either you paid cash or financed it. It doesn't matter. But what we can do is we can have Giovanni's. Giovanni's is the local sign maker in San Pedro town. And we've had several clients do this in the past. So you go into Giovanni's and you have them make you a custom sign. So for example, it could say future home of Dennis and Steph, and you could have some palm trees on there. Take that sign, put it on your property, and then take a picture of that with you standing next to it. When you get home, put that picture on your desk or on your screensaver somewhere where you see it every day. And just know that even when you're back in the States or Canada or Europe, that sign is sitting on your property in Belize. You've claimed your stake. That's going to be your future home property in Belize. So if you want to do something like that, let me know. And maybe what we can do is if we get enough people to do this, say if we get an order of 10 or 20 signs, maybe we can get a discount from Giovanni's.
He'll be happy for the business too, so it helps everyone.
Absolutely. So let me know if you're interested in that. Future home of, or if you wanted to say something else, let us know what that would be. But that would be a pretty neat idea to help you to keep the dream alive as you claimed your stake of paradise on Ambergris Caye.
And take a picture of it. We're kind of goofy and, there's just us. We don't have kids, but I still think we're a family. We are a family. So we take family pictures. So I would have a professional photographer take a picture of us on the beach, by my property, all these different things. If you don't want to do that, there's great selfie timers, or you can have a friend come up with you on the golf cart and just take your picture. Phones these days are amazing and can take really high quality pictures that you can blow up. And in fact, I didn't think about it till now, but we did the same thing. Do you remember that?
No.
We went up, and this time when we went up, you could only go up to Sweet Basil's, which is just beyond Reef Village, just beyond the cut in the island. In fact, it wasn't a bridge even back then. You had to pull back and forth on your golf cart. And we have a picture of us at Sweet Basil's, which is now not called Sweet Basil's.
Right.
And I was wearing a white dress, and I don't know what I was thinking, a white dress on the dusty roads, but it was okay. And I was super sunburnt, but I was so like goofy happy. I had a big old smile on my face. And you're like super dark, really, really tan. And we couldn't get back for a year because we had to sell our cars and sell our home and get everything all set so that we would be able to go back to Belize to live full time. And that, I think, kept us. I remember it was in a frame. It probably still is in a frame.
Yeah. And I remember we bought the frame from a guy named Rip.
Yeah.
He was working in front of the Sunbreeze Hotel, making these hand-carved wooden frames, these handmade wooden frames.
And he was ripped.
He was, yeah. He had a fantastic
yeah.
six-pack. It was amazing. If you ever see a guy on the beach making frames, walk by, call him Rip, most likely it's him. So anyways, yeah, so Steph's right. So when you guys go down, another thing, besides putting the sign on your property, hire one of the local photographers. It's a great
really
way
good.
to put some money back into the economy because, you know, the Belize has been, you know, hard hit due to COVID-19. A lot of the photographers haven't had weddings to shoot, anything like that. So when you go down, hire a photographer for 4 or 5 hours. Have them take you to Secret Beach, maybe up north, maybe to some of the fancy resorts, you know, and, you know, wear your best white linen and flip-flops and
a dress or anything you're comfortable in, whatever you feel like.
Yeah.
And they know all the secrets because they're the professionals. So they can tell you, you know, the great time. You can get a sunset, sunrise, or sometimes they do it with lighting, you know, just really romantic, cool pictures. You can even, if you're not like super wanting a picture of your face in your living room, you could even do silhouette ones or from behind with a palm tree, you know, sitting on one of those little trees. And then he's like, that's you, you know, but it doesn't even have to be you really, but it is you.
So do that.
A piece of art.
You got to keep the dream alive. Keep it alive, man. No matter what, make it a reality because, you know, so many of you, you're so excited to come down. And it just, when we get those emails from you guys, I got an email yesterday from a guy and there were so many exclamation points and smiley faces. And him and his wife just closed on their property. And it's north of Secret Beach. And they are just thrilled. And I told him, I wrote him back. I said, I was laughing and smiling reading your email because I've never seen so many exclamation points and smiley faces before in a guy's email. And he said, Dennis, me and my wife are just so pumped about this. And tell you what, it just made my day.
It really does.
Yeah.
It's a cool thing to do. And it makes those long days go by a little better because you know what you have in the store for the future.
All right, guys. So that's what we have for you today. So keep the dream alive. Take advantage of some of these things that we recommended today. If you're interested in the sign thing, which I think is fantastic, go ahead, email me. And also Steph's idea about hiring a professional photographer, email us. We've worked with several on the island. We'll send that to you by PDF or by email. And then maybe you can do something like that to help you through the long days when Belize hasn't just become a reality quite yet for you. So thanks a lot. Have a great day. Subscribe to the channel. Appreciate that. And we'll talk to you soon.